It's steak night, Limeys. Okay, I've got my steak here with salt and pepper, and I'm going to put it on the pan. Okay, so there I have my steak on the pan in butter. I do sometimes use duck fat or olive oil, but my son likes his steak done in butter, so some butter tonight. Okay, and for a side dish, I have some okra here. I've just taken the ends off, and I'm going to steam it with some broccoli. Okay, I'm just checking my steak. Looks all right. I'm just going to do the edges a little bit. Maybe we're just going to hold it here for a minute on each side just to pick up the edges. Okay, so my water is boiling. I'm just going to put on my vegetables to steam. I've always steamed my vegetables even before I had Lyme disease, but I think most people know that most of the nutrients are retained if you steam your veggies. And I'm not going to overcook them. I'll steam them until they're tender. I'll check on them in about 5 minutes. Okay, so while my veggies are steaming and my steak is resting, I'm going to make a little radicchio salad. So purple foods. Purple foods are good for neurological health, and I know for myself, my chief complaints with Lyme were neurological. I had facial palsy as well as really bad neuropathy. Although I guess some people have worse neuropathy. For me, it felt like I was floating, like my legs were basically numb, and I had, numbness and tingling in my hands and legs. So yeah, purple foods are good for neurological health. So I try to eat purple foods while avoiding sugar. So radicchio is my #1 vegetable to do that. Yeah, I usually buy a radicchio every week at the grocery store. And you're gonna see here, I'm gonna make a little slaw. So all I'm doing is like super finely cutting up the radicchio. This is actually a little bit too much for me. Would be a nice little salad for 2 people, but I don't think teenagers eat radicchio. Radicchio is a bitter green. Well, it's not green, it's purple, but you know what I mean. I love bitter foods, and I ate radicchio before I had Lyme. But yeah, so purple foods aren't gonna cure you alone, but it's just one more way to support your body. Okay, so I've got some olive oil. I'm gonna do a little bit more. So basically for salad dressing, I always do 2 parts oil, 1 part lemon. Lemon has all kinds of beneficial properties. I buy a bag of lemons every week, pretty much. I don't always go through the whole bag, but I eat a lot of lemons. Okay. I just put them in my water, or I, put them on, I use them to make salad dressing, etc., etc. Squeeze them on whatever. Okay, and I'm going to do some salt. My salt is MIA, so I'll use a different salt. And a clove of garlic, because garlic is antimicrobial. Oops. Smash it, peel it, and then cut it up. I think I say this in every video, but if you want to get the most medicinal value out of garlic, you should let it sit for 10 minutes after you chop it, but I always forget to do it early. Okay, so yeah, then my radicchio, and that'll just be a little side salad. So of course, we should eat raw foods, like raw vegetables, as much as possible. That's true for everyone, not just people with Lyme, to get the most vitamins. I do also cook radicchio though, like I'll saute it and have it with, eggs or as a side dish, or just with anything. Like I might be cooking, other vegetables, mushrooms with, ground beef or something, and I'll I just love radicchio cooked or raw. Okay, so that's that. My steak looks a little underdone, which means I might have to put it on for another minute, but we'll check it when the timer goes off. Okay, so we're checking on our veg. Oh yeah, so the radicchio, the okra's tender. I love okra. Okay, I'm checking on my steak, which looks pretty, oh, that's actually not bad. So it depends how you like it, you know? I guess that's still pretty pink in the middle. I think I'm gonna cook it a little bit more, but a lot of people would like it like super fatty. Okay. So yeah, definitely, you know, no sacrifice here in terms of a delicious and nutritious meal. Okay, so that's a piece that's really perfectly done. Perfectly. Ooh. And there we have it. There's my late lunch. We've got our purple foods to support neurological health, as well as a bit of garlic, which is antimicrobial, our greens to support our immune system, and protein. Bon appetit.